Hi, thanks again for tuning in to Pantry Potables. Here is the instructional video on how to make your Oleo Sacchrin, because we just didn't have quite enough time to do it during the video. So we're gonna need our lemons, beautiful lemons, which we've washed already because we wanna get all the gunk off the outside. Some sugar, C&H works just fine. That's what I had the most of, so that worked. We're gonna need a non-reactive bowl, prefer a glass bowl. We're gonna need some sort of covering for the bowl, plastic wrap, or if you've got a lid for the bowl, and something to scoop sugar with. If you have a muddler, great. If not, we'll be able to use the back of the scooper to muddle. So I've already started a little bit because I just want to show you what you want the peels to look like before you even start peeling. So I've used two different peelers just to give you an idea. This is my preferred peeler. There's the brand for you there. You can get it at Sur La Table, a lot of other things. It has two sides, so you actually can make two separate things. This thing is really sharp and accurate. Please be very careful when using it though. It likes to draw blood. Then we have a common peeler. This is okay, but if you want to take a look at these two lemons here, you're gonna see how deep we went with the common peeler and how beautiful we went with a fancy peeler. And this is much more preferable because we're gonna look at the two peels. This is with the common peeler, this is with the nicer peeler. We don't want all this pith. You'll even be able to smell the difference. The oils in this, super fresh, floral, beautiful. This is gonna be a little bitter, a little duller. So we definitely wanna try to stick with a nicer peeler if you have one. If you don't, you're gonna be okay this time around. But if you do like this recipe, I recommend getting one of these. I believe it's like $8, so it's totally worth it. And they work great. Just once again, please be very careful. I'm gonna show you how to properly peel so you don't hurt yourself. So we've already finished that one, so let's just keep doing this one. So we're gonna do a peel here. We're gonna be very safe by keeping our hand away from the peeler. You never wanna peel into your palm or into your hand. You don't wanna, you'll cut your palm, or even worse, you cut your wrist. You want to keep your fingers away from the peeler. I would say most scars the bartenders have on their hand are peeler related, more often than knives or any other thing. They're just, when you're in a hurry, it's good to have really good form with this. So you're going to want to brace yourself on your piece of fruit, and you want to start at the top, and we're just going to put a nice peel in there. And we see how beautiful that peel is. Once again, no pith on it. And it's okay that we missed a little bit here. We can go back, or, you know, just depending on how much we want to make, it's fine. I mean, I've been doing this for years and I'm not so as accurate as I'd like to be. Some people are perfect. Hey, I'm not. But we're just gonna go through and we're just gonna do it over the bowl. So all the oils are dropping into the bowl and the peel just drops right in there. Trying to make less of a mess for Bob here. So we can go in and clean up any of the bigger pieces we might have missed, like this one here. And remember, we're gonna wanna save these lemons. We're gonna put them in the fridge because we are gonna wanna use the juice because we're gonna make the shrub going forward. But right now, we're just gonna be doing the peels. So that's how we peel a lemon, and I'm gonna finish peeling these, and we're gonna come right back and finish our Oleo. So we're back. We've got our lemons peeled. We have a beautiful bowl of lemon peels with lots of oils on them. So we want to do this quickly while those oils are still there. And typically an Oleo Sacchrin is going to call for equal parts sugar and peels. And so I usually do this by sight. I know it seems a little inaccurate, but the more you do it, the more you'll figure it out. You also want to take into account how old your lemons are, how moist they are, because they're going to have to, the oils are gonna have to absorb all the sugar. So if they're a little drier, maybe use a little bit less sugar, but we're also gonna do a little muddling to bring out some more oils too. So I'm gonna just start off here with this 1/4 cup of sugar, and I am going to liberally pour it around all of our beautiful peels. And I'm gonna use a muddler, but you can also use the back of the scoop here too to press down on our peels and start to get some of the oils out that aren't already on the surface into the sugar. And then we can get a look at it and see how much sugar versus peel we really got here. So I'm gonna actually put a little bit more sugar in here. So we're gonna get a lot more liquid than we have right now. I probably shouldn't have put the dirty scoop in the sugar, don't do that. So we'll put about half of that in there. Give it a good mix and look again, see where we are. Remember, we're gonna wanna create a syrup, so we need enough sugar in here that's gonna actually create a syrup. So just a wee bit more. So that was a half a cup of sugar to about a cup and a half of peels. And if you want it to be super sweet, you can add more sugar. You can also add sugar later or sugar syrup. So we just want to make sure we are covering our peels with sugar. So I'm gonna add just about 1/8 of a cup more there. All right, and now we're in business. So once we've got this all muddled together, we are going to cover it. There's a couple schools of thought on whether or not it should go in the refrigerator or on the counter. Both work. It's up to you what you want to do with it. But my friend Sarah Shaw, who is the queen of cocktail syrups, recommends the countertop. Nice, cool place. It's really warm in your house or apartment. Do use the refrigerator. And so we're gonna let this sit for at least 2 days. 3 or 4 might be necessary, once again, depending on how much oil there is on your peels, and also what kind of sugar you use. We're using a really fine sugar, so it takes a little bit less time, but if you're using a big chunky Demerara sugar, you definitely need more time for the sugar to dissolve in the oils. I'm looking forward to turning this into some cocktails. So if you have any questions, please get in touch. Thanks.